This is the story of two names on one door. In the quiet morning, a man watched his own name scraped off the glass. His name was Adrian. The other name belonged to the closest friend he had ever made. They built the whole thing together, from nothing, in a rented room that smelled of cold coffee. And you already know how this ends, because you have lived a smaller version of it. So watch closely, because the way Adrian lost everything is the way it almost always happens. Not with a knife, with a signature. In the beginning, there were only the two of them. Adrian built the thing itself, the part that actually worked. His partner built the room around it, the handshakes, the smiles, the money at the door. They called each other brothers, and for a while they meant it. Adrian trusted him the way you only trust a man who was there before the money. He gave him the passwords. He gave him the keys. He told him the fears he never told his own wife, and that, though he could not see it yet, was the first mistake. Because you cannot be betrayed by a stranger. A stranger was never handed anything to break. Then came the hard years, the way they always come. The months where the door stayed shut and the accounts ran thin. And in those months, it was Adrian who stayed late. Adrian who took the smaller pay so the company could breathe. Adrian who carried the weight while his partner carried the story of how hard he was working. You know this man. Maybe you have been this man, the one who holds the roof up and never asks who is comfortable standing under it. The strong one learns too late that his strength only teaches people to stop catching him. And all the while, the smiles at the table never changed. That should have been the warning. A man's face is the last thing to tell you the truth. The company survived. It grew. And the moment there was finally something worth taking, the taking began. It started with a meeting Adrian was not invited to. Then a second one. Numbers he used to see were suddenly kept in another room. His partner grew warmer, not colder. And that is how you know it is already done. They are never kinder to you than in the week they have decided to remove you. Then came the letter, dressed as a decision the board had made together. New direction, different vision, words with no fingerprints on them, and underneath all the soft language, one hard fact. The name on the door was going down to 1. Here is the part that takes years to say out loud. It was not sudden. While Adrian was carrying the weak seasons, his partner was quietly building the exit. A conversation here, a loyalty bought there, a version of the story told in private rooms where Adrian was the problem and never the reason. By the time the door closed, Adrian was already the villain in a play he was never handed to read. And this is the cut that goes deepest. The map they used to remove him, he had drawn himself. Every fear he confessed became a lever. Every weakness he trusted someone with became the exact place they pressed. Seneca said it 2,000 years ago, and it has not aged a day. There is no one we trust so completely as the one who is about to deceive us. Trust was not the proof that betrayal was far away. Trust was the very thing it fed on. So why do men do this to the ones who built beside them? Schopenhauer answered it without blinking. Most men do not love you. They love what your presence does for them. Remove the benefit and you remove the man. Adrian was never a brother to his partner. He was a season, useful in the cold, discarded in the sun. And the partner did not feel like a traitor while he did it. He felt like a man finally taking what he had earned. That is the quiet horror of it. The ones who betray you almost never think of themselves as the betrayer. They carry a story in which they were always right, and a man at peace with a story like that will never send the apology you are waiting for. So Adrian did what you would do. He replayed it. Every night in the dark, he won the argument he had lost in the day. He counted the hours he gave, the pay he skipped, the truth he was owed. But while Adrian burned, his partner slept. He had eaten dinner. He had already forgotten the weight of what he did. Your enemy does not lie awake in the house you keep on fire for him. Epictetus said it plainly. You are not wounded by what happens to you, but by your judgment of it. The betrayal took 1 season. The suffering is the lease Adrian kept signing long after the man had moved out. But here is where the story turns. The morning his name came off the glass, Adrian expected to feel destroyed. Instead, in the silence, he finally heard something true. The betrayal had not taken his future. It had simply stopped standing between him and the truth about who these people were. He had not lost a brother. He had lost a bill he never knew he was paying. Every warm year had been an invoice, and he had been quietly covering it the whole time. And the skill he built, the thing that actually worked, walked out of that building inside him. They kept the name. They could not vote out the man who knew how to build it again. That is the one thing a traitor can never take. The talent was never on the door. It was in the one they removed. So if you are Adrian tonight, replaying your own scraped-off name, hear this. Stop mourning the betrayal. Read it. The silence after your fall was not an absence. It was an answer, arriving late but complete. Schopenhauer knew the cure was not to hate them. The cure is to lower the bill you let them run. Expect men as they are, and no man can rob you twice. Keep the few who stood under the roof with you in the cold. And the ones who only arrived for the sun, let them keep the door. You were never the name on the glass. You were the one who knew how to build. This is Schopenhauer's truth.